Good morning. It's Wednesday, January 17th. Kim and I have an amazing show for you today. So grab your coffee, sit down, relax, because we are going to have some fun this morning.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. Your coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Well, good morning again, and thank you for tuning in to Good Morning Vail. A lot of exciting things happening here in the studio, but a lot of happening things outside as well. So let's take a look at the local weather. 15 degrees getting up at 8 a.m. today. Not as cool as it was yesterday, but still temperatures low. High today of 31 degrees, and the excitement of, again, some snow falling. So we've got 80% chance of snow showers throughout the day. The winds are out of the west, 10 to 15 miles an hour. So again, be careful on that. Last week when it started up, those winds were gusting, can create some issues out there on the roads or also on the slopes if you don't have your proper eyewear. We'll talk about our friends at Eyepieces of Vail here in a little bit. But looking at Vail by the hour, temperatures are going to start warming them up around that noon time, 26 at noon, 28 degrees at 4 p.m. So as that snow falls, those temperatures, that layer is going to hold that heat in, so it's going to be a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. I-70 corridor looks pretty good, 49 degrees in Denver, 31 in Vail, 30 in Avon, and 30 in Eagle. From Vail to Eagle, we're still showing all that snow continuing to fall throughout the afternoon. I know there were a few flurries coming down as I left the house this morning, so we're anticipating some more snowfall coming into the forecast. Tonight, low of 20, snow 80% chance throughout the evening. And again, those winds, keep an eye on those. Those are going to be 10 to 20 miles per hour out of the west as that second storm kind of sweeps across and hits us out from the west. So excited to hear about that. But looking at this 5 days, snow showers again tomorrow, 32 degrees, Friday, 38 degrees. Those clouds are just going to continue to hang around for the next few days. Saturday's kind of the same story, 41 degrees, Sunday 38, and then 39 on Monday with those clouds kind of hanging around, keeping some of that warmer temperature down our way. So excited to kind of see what happens with that if some more snow continues to fall. Looking at Beaver Creek snow report, last 48 hours we had 4 inches reported. 126 inches is the season total in Beaver Creek. 42-inch base, so we got a nice base over there. It's all about the base, Kim always says. So we're looking at that base. 25 lifts are spinning, 151 trails are open. 67% of the terrain is open, so a lot of skiing over there in Beaver Creek, and it really boosted up as far as that terrain with that last snowfall. I was leaving Vail last night, and some flurries were happening, so they reported an inch over the last 24 hours, 3 inches over the last 48 hours, 154-inch season total there in Vail Mountain, 61-inch base, and then they've got 29 lifts spinning, 253 of the trails are open, and they're up at 91% of the terrain open. A lot of progress being made as that new snowfall has continued to come in.
You know, I don't know if it's me that says we are always all about the base, but you know
it
what?
is. It's you.
It's Megan
It's all about
Turner
you.
originally. But you know, it's great to see snow, and I know it was a beautiful day yesterday, but
Oh, it's gorgeous.
keep giving us refills. That's all I have to say.
Yep, filling up, getting ready for the weekend, and that's what it's about. Get some snow today, tomorrow, get the groomers out, and it's going to be a perfect weekend for our visitors.
It really is. It's
Yeah.
so great. You know, I'm loving that the temperatures are warming up a bit. It definitely was chilly this morning in the single digits, but it's nice to have those mid-30s to really get out there and enjoy all that we have to offer here.
Right. A lot of things happening in the community, too. I mean, we always talk about the skiing and the snowboarding and all the fun mountain activities, but our local community always has a lot of fun things planned. As a matter of fact, Eagle County Commissioners is partnering with Eagle Valley Library District, and they've got an open session where it's going to be a rotating shift of commissioners coming in to answer your questions. So they're going to be here in Avon today. And if you want to get a chance to check the website and see times and who's going to be available, so you can queue up all those hard questions as we get close to like talking about elections and things that are going to go on.
Well, I appreciate the transparency that our local government officials do here in the Valley, and so it's just it's going to be a great way to find out what's happening, what's planned for 2024 and beyond. So just a great time.
Yeah, you mentioned transparency. It's really nice. I mean, again, we're a small community, so you can run but you can't hide here in Eagle County. And that's what's great about all the candidates. I don't care which side you're looking at. They are out there. They are talking about the issues and opening up questions because, again, it's getting all the stakeholders involved. And all of us in the community are stakeholders, and our input is important.
Local input is very important because it just makes our community continue to thrive. But speaking of thriving, it's going to be a fun Wednesday morning. We've got a lot in store in this first hour and beyond. Yes. Can't wait to do some surprises in the kitchen, but we'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. We'll see you next time. Hi friends, welcome to a little behind the scenes. I'm Avisha Scarborough, and I'm so excited to be part of the team at TV8 in Vail. I love the outdoor lifestyle here, I love the arts and culture, and I love being part of this community. My show is called Vail Vibes with Avisha, where I tell you about all the amazing activities going on here in Vail and surrounding areas all year round.
Good morning, Vail.
I love Good Morning Vail because we have such a wide variety of things for you, the viewer, to enjoy. In this first section, we are talking all about salmon sandwiches with colorful cooking with Tracy.
We've got a great menu today. Actually, this is going to be kind of a summertime menu. we are going to make a salmon sandwich with avocado and a potato salad. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is start cooking the salmon, because we're going to cook it. You can serve the salmon sandwich warm if you want to, or you can package it up and serve it at room temperature or cool as well. So what we're going to do now is just start with cooking the salmon. I have a raw piece of salmon right here, and it's kind of a thick one too, so it's going to take a little while to cook. I'm going to put it in a frying pan. I've got the heat over a medium heat. I'm going to crank that up a little bit, because if you remember some of the past classes, when we're putting something cold into our warm frying pan, it takes the temperature down. So you want to crank it up when you're first putting things in there. I'm going to use a little olive oil. You use whatever oil you like the best. We'll put that on the bottom, and then we are going to generously coat our salmon with salt and pepper. So that means you're really going to get every part of the salmon. This salmon has skin. Most of it does. So I'll show you how to remove that skin in an easy way as we cook it. We are going to put it meat side down in the pan. I'm going to just make sure that pan is kind of hot, because of course we want that pan to be warm and get that sizzle whenever we put the meat in there. So here we go. Ooh, a little bit of a sizzle. I can crank it up just a tiny bit. So we're going to do skin side up. We will flip the salmon, and then once it cooks, the skin will easily peel right off. A lot of people like the skin, but it's a little more high in fat. You can crisp it up if you want to add it to the sandwich. I'm not going to teach you how to do that, because this is a healthy cooking class, and the skin of things, animals, aren't always that healthy. So we have generously doused it with salt and pepper. We've got it in our pan, skin side up. It's maybe about an inch thick, so it is going to take a little bit of time to cook. I can hear it sizzling right now. I'm going to want to get a nice sear on the outside, and then I'm going to flip it over, and we will continue to cook it until it's done. Meanwhile, let's make some potato salad. So you got the little baby potatoes in your package today. I have already boiled those. So when you're boiling potatoes, you put them in water, not ice cold water, but you don't drop them into boiling water. Whenever you're boiling potatoes, you start the potatoes in not cold, but not warm water. So just kind of room temperature water. You put the potatoes in there, and then it all comes to a boil on its own. So it really is a gradual process. It takes about 15 minutes to boil those potatoes. I have boiled them, I've strained the water out of them, and I put them in a bowl in the refrigerator so they can cool down for our potato salad. So let me just grab those. They should be nice and cool, which will be nice for us when we're cutting them, because hot potatoes are so hard to cut. The avocado and the tomato are for our salmon sandwich, so I'm just going to move those right down there. We have these nice potatoes. It doesn't matter if you have red or white or yellow potatoes. The potato salad it'll work with anything. You know, if you want to make mashed potatoes or something like that, you want more of a russet potato. But with a potato salad, you can really use these or those little golden Yukon potatoes. Those are really nice. I like to cut my potatoes in little coin sizes for my potato salad. So we're just going to kind of easily cut them. Try to make sure that you're not cutting away the skin. The skin is where you get a lot of nutrients in most of your veggies. So we don't want to peel them. We just want to make sure they cut nicely with the potato piece, so that you get a nice bite when you're enjoying your potato salad. Those already look beautiful. A nice sharp knife. Cut them pretty evenly. Here we go. Keep on cutting them. This is a job you could give to one of your kids. But again, this could be a dangerous job, folks, because the potato is rolly, and we've talked about that many times. This one you can hold, and when you're cutting, you like to hold your fingers kind of tucked in like that, so that you can hold on to whatever you're cutting, but you're not going to cut like your tip of your fingernail off or something. So a good trick whenever you're cutting anything is just to curve your fingers in just a little bit like that. If you see any pieces that you don't like, just discard them. You don't want them in your salad. Quality control is really important. Alrighty. These are looking good. I can hear the salmon starting to sear up a little bit. You can always cook the salmon in the oven as well. Whenever you're cooking fish in the oven, you want to cook it at a high temperature, like 400 degrees, and then cook it for about 15 minutes or so, check it, and then pull it out, because it's going to continue cooking after you pull it out. Everything continues to cook after you take it off the heat. A piece of salmon that doesn't have a bone in it or anything, it's only going to continue to cook for a couple of minutes. But if you pull off like a pork chop from the grill that has a bone in it, that's going to continue to cook for 5-7 minutes or so. And if you had a big like filet mignon, tenderloin or something like that, that does cook for another 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. So remember that if you want to get your temperature perfectly right. Okay, this looks like it's time to flip over the salmon. How do we know? Because we can wiggle it around and it's not sticking to anything. So when it doesn't stick, that means it's time to flip over. Ooh, and that looks good. We have a nice sear on the salmon, but I do want you to see this side right there. You see how raw that is right there? That means that's a big fat piece and it's going to take a little bit longer to cook. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the temperature down to low, and we're just going to kind of chill with that cooking, because we don't want to overcook the salmon, but we certainly don't want it too undercooked either. So we seared up one side. Now it's skin side down, and it's on a lower temperature. So we're going to just let that cook slowly. And we'll go back to our potato salad. Now we have all of our potatoes cut nicely. And what we're going to do is make a dressing for the potato salad. I'm doing a creamy dressing for the salad. So again, we're going to use a mayonnaise and a sour cream split. And remember why we did that? It's just really nice to add those two flavors together, and it kind of helps so that the mayonnaise isn't too mayonnaise-y, if that's a technical term in the kitchen. So we're going to do equal parts of mayonnaise and sour cream. And we don't want too much. We don't want this to be an overly creamy dish, but we do want to give it a little bit of body. So we're going to put that right in there. I'm going to toss, and of course, like sour cream and potatoes, I mean, really, that's such a great combination. So we're just going to toss our potatoes in there now with a little bit of dressing. So if you like it more creamy and you want a little more dressing, by all means, you're the chef here. We are going to generously put some salt and pepper, and this has some celery seed in it, so some salt and pepper and celery seed onto our potatoes, and then we're just going to stir them around. So again, it's a creamy sauce, but we're not going to overdo it too much. You could really stop here if you've got like plain Jane eaters around, or you could add some more goodies, and that's what we're going to do right now. I feel like we need something fun in this salad, so I've decided to bring in some pepperoncinis and some mustard. Mustard is always really nice in these kind of salads with the mayonnaise mixture. It just kind of gives it a little bit of a bite. So we'll add a little bit of mustard. I can smell the mustard. I can smell the heat from it. So we're looking at having just a little bit of spice here in our salad. So we're going to take a couple pepperoncinis. I'm going to do 3 of them, 3 big ones, because they're all different sizes. And we're just going to slice those, again, in little rings. I want to get a little bit of a bite to them, so I'm going to keep them intact in those rings. And that's kind of like what we did when we cut up the potatoes. So once again, going back to when you're making something or when you're cooking something, you kind of want things the same size. Just like in the salads, when we cut up the cucumbers and the carrots and things like that, we want them all just about the same size. Let's make sure we separate these. And this has a nice vinegary taste as well, so that's going to add a good flavor. If you don't like a pepperoncini, just adding a little bit of white wine vinegar or apple cider vinegar to this will kind of give you that acidic taste that you need. All right. So we've got it all stirred up. Really easy, simple. When your ingredients are this fresh, when it's summertime and everything tastes so good, you really don't need to mix a lot of things in it. When I was first creating recipes, I would notice every time I was really messing up on a recipe, I'd be like, oh, add another thing to it, add another thing to it. And all of a sudden there were like 18 things in my dish and you couldn't really identify any nice flavors. And that's just because I was just trying to put a Band-Aid on something that that didn't really need it. So if you have fresh, good ingredients, just go and highlight those ingredients. These potatoes are fresh. It's the season for them. The pepperoncinis are going to give it a little bit of a bite and a lot of acidic flavor, and that's going to be really, really nice. So we're going to pop this back into the refrigerator so it gets nice and cold. We're going to take a quick break and let our salmon finish cooking. It's starting to get nice and cooked up. I think it needs about 5 more minutes because you see, we don't want to overcook it. I don't want it all the way browned, but I do want that pink to be just a little bit less, kind of just a stripe down the middle. So we'll give that salmon 5 more minutes. We'll take a quick break. We'll cool off the potato salad. We'll learn about why this is so healthy.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
My name is Tyler Alvarez. I work here at Sweet Basil in Vail. I'm a bartender here. I originally came to Vail to snowboard. I slept on my sister and my cousin's couch for what was supposed to be a week, turned into 2 months, and then I found my own spot, and then kind of made friends and worked different places in the valley and kind of just fell in love with it more and more every single day, and ended up finding my way to Sweet Basil through some friends who had worked here and all the great things that I heard about it. And yeah, I've been here for 4 years now. It's hard to wake up in Vail and be upset when you look outside. It's just beautiful. My favorite part about working at Sweet Basil is definitely that I could be proud about everything that we're putting out, whether it's food, drinks. We also get to be really creative here. The bartenders, the whole team here, we workshop our menus every season, so we'll start with a spirit or an ingredient, and then we get to be really creative and make a whole project of it. And then when we get the final product, it's a drink that we're all really proud of for the whole menu, and that's super fun, just being able to be creative and work with new things. And the most fun cocktails to make, though, are definitely the ones that we get to create from scratch. When people take a sip and say, oh my God, this is delicious, or they just love it. And that's probably the most fun for me, the creativity behind it and making unique cocktails. That, for me, that would be the most fun drink to make, just the one that you start from scratch and then people are excited about. I'm Tyler, I live and work in Vail. Come see me at Sweet Basil.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. While Tracy is going to finish here in a minute that wonderful salmon dish that she's preparing, let's take a look at that local weather. 15 degrees getting up at 8 a.m., a high today of 31 degrees, 80% chance of snowfall. So we're going to see a lot of snowfall coming down. But again, be careful. Those winds out there, 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the west as that new storm blows our way. Vail by the hour, things starting to warm up a little between noon and 4 p.m. So temperatures are going to come up as the snowfall continues to come down. So a lot of changes there in the forecast over the next few days. I-70 corridor looks pretty good. Again, be careful on those passes with that snow coming down. 49 in Denver, 31 in Vail, 30 over in Avon, and 30 degrees in Eagle. So as the snow comes, those roads are still a little bit icy out there from the last storm we had blow through, so be careful. Tonight, a low of 21 degrees. Snowfall, 80% chance coming in with those snow showers continuing in through the evening and then into tomorrow. So A lot of things happening here in the weather and changes coming our way, so just be prepared. 32 degrees tomorrow, 38 in Friday. The clouds still hanging around 41 on Saturday and Sunday, 38 degrees, 39 on Monday, but still a lot of cloud cover hanging out there. We'll see if snow continues to fall. Let's check in with Tracy and see how that salmon dish is coming.
Salmon has just been cooking slowly. So what I'm going to do is pull it off of the pan and let it rest for a minute. And then what's going to happen is that skin is going to come off really, really easily, and then we'll slice it or we'll shred it for the sandwiches. So our sandwiches are going to have salmon, lettuce, avocado, tomato, and sriracha mayo. I thought we had needed to kick it into high gear a little bit. I guess I've been craving spicy or something because we have the pepperoncinis in the in the potato salad, and then we have some sriracha mayo. Of course, you can make this mayo on your own if you prefer to do that. I usually do, but I've found that I've been using it for so many different ingredients and different dishes that it's just easy to buy it like this and easy to carry it around if you're doing picnics or anything like that. It just gives you that spice that you're looking for. All right, let's move on to avocados. So avocados became such a trendy ingredient in the last year that like some of the bigwig chefs in New York and stuff like that, they're not even using avocados anymore. They're like, ooh, avocado, that was so yesterday. Me, I love an avocado. However, they've gotten really expensive, and if you can find one for a good price, definitely buy it. But that's one of those things that you don't want to waste it. If you're paying $2.50 for this little avocado, you don't want to waste it. When you're picking out an avocado, you want it to have a little bit of give. Not a lot, because that means it's going to be bruised and brown inside, but you want it to have a little tiny bit of give there. You can kind of mush it a little bit. And then if the stem right there kind of pops off easy like that, that means that it's totally ripe. And make sure you get rid of that stem because nobody wants to chew that in their salmon sandwich. Okay, here is how you cut an avocado and peel it. This is the easiest way. This is the way you're going to get the most nutrients out of your avocado as well. You just take it. This is like what we did with the peach, or we tried to do with the peach, but it was underripe. But this is what you do. Peaches are stone fruits, and they have that pit right in the middle like an avocado. You cut it around, and then you turn it like that, and then you have your beautiful avocado. And this is a good one, for sure. That looks really, really good. I'm not wasting any bit of that. And then you cut it in half, and then you peel it like a banana. Ready? Look at that. A lot of the nutrients in many different fruits and vegetables are as close to the skin as possible. So you don't want to waste it. So this is absolutely the easiest way, in my opinion, to get the beauty of the avocado and all the meat that you have in there. So then we're going to slice it. A serving size should probably be about 1/4 of an avocado. So that's what we're going to stick with when we make this sandwich. So slice that nice and thin. Fan it out a little because we are going to put a little salt and pepper on it. Fruits and veggies, I really think need some salt and pepper. Even fruit, actually, sometimes just needs a little bit. You know, and you also want to flavor as you go when you're building sandwiches and different things. You can choose whatever kind of bread you want for this sandwich. A brioche roll would be really nice. I love these little 4-inch steak rolls that I get from Walmart, actually. They hold up really nicely. They're not dried out, and they're just kind of a perfect size, in my opinion, for a sandwich. Now, like I was saying, your avocado serving size is about 1/4. So we're going to put like 3 or 4 slices right there on the bottom. Let's see. Get that right down there and kind of smush it in a little, so that it becomes like a spread. You could mash it and then put it in mashed if you wanted to, but this is kind of nice too. And when I'm catering and I have people helping me make sandwiches, because I make so many sandwiches sometimes, every bite counts, folks. Don't just put one piece of avocado and then your first bite's gonna have no avocado. Every bite counts. So here we go. We have that. I'm gonna make this other one too. We're just gonna get some nice pieces of avocado in there. You want to make sure everything's balanced too. So I said that it was like, you know, four slices for a serving size. But if that doesn't really fit into your sandwich, then just use 3 slices. Like you decide what you like and what you want. All right, so we've got that. We're going to put a couple tomato slices too. So I have these nice Romas. Slice them thin. Tomatoes have a lot of juice in them, so this is going to make the sandwich a little bit juicier. So if you're taking this sandwich on a picnic or you're not going to eat it right away, you may want to add the tomatoes a little bit later. Again, we're going to season those because we're seasoning everything as it goes. So we season those, put a couple tomatoes right on there. Already this is looking so pretty. You could even do like a bacon BLT with avocado if you wanted to right there. We'll put those aside because we will eat those later. All right, let's see what, I'm going to put a glove on actually because I don't want my hands to smell like salmon later. No matter how hard you wash things, sometimes that fishy smell just sticks around. Okay, so let's flip it over. See how that skin, see? That skin is just going to come right off. So don't even worry about cutting the skin off when it's raw because it's nearly impossible, I'm going to tell you. It's a very hard task to do, and it just kind of comes off, and it serves as like a nice little barrier for the salmon. Okay, so let's just cut right into the middle of the salmon. See how it looks. Ooh, that looks cooked really, really nicely to me. A lot of people like their salmon cooked a little bit more. If you do, pop it right back in there and cook it to however you like it. So now we're going to cut our salmon. This is not always the easiest job because it wants to flake off. We can flake it a little. I guess, you know, do what your salmon wants. So it wants to be flaked a little. So we're going to put that salmon right there on top. That looks delicious. This one too. Just going to wiggle it around a little. We'll put that big piece right there on top. Okay. It smells really, really good. And now here's our secret ingredient, the sriracha mayo. This is going to be nice. Mayonnaise, avocado, orange is really nice with salmon as well. So let me get that. I'm going to coat it nicely too, especially if you like a kick. Definitely give it some space, give it a little attitude. Let it be kind of the star of the show with that salmon. Put a couple pieces of lettuce on top of there. And there you go. You have your delicious salmon sub. With so many good veggies. I'm going to pair it right here with the potato salad. And you have yourself like a really, really nice summertime lunch or dinner. And again, wrap that up, put it in some saran wrap, and you have yourself a nice picnic dinner if you want it. So there you go. We have potato salad, which you can use with anything. It would go good with a steak or anything like that. And then we have our salmon sandwiches. Salmon and avocado, really giving you all those healthy omegas and fats and everything else you could ask for. So you can have a beautiful dinner. I mean, pair it with a nice glass of wine, do it with a glass of ice water. You will enjoy it. Thanks for joining me. I'm Tracy Miller. Good luck eating healthy.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com, because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
One of the phrases we use all the time here at TV8 is vision is precision when you're out there on the hill. So whether you're in for some new goggles to get out there and board or ski, or if you just want to look cool when you're out at Après Ski, make sure you stop in to Eyepieces of Vail. They've got 8 convenient locations around the town. Let's take a look and learn a little bit more.
It's Kimberly here, and I am standing in the middle of the goggle bar at Eyepieces Vail with Danny Berry, Marketing Manager of Eyepieces. How are you, Danny?
I'm good. How are you, Kimberly?
I'm living my best life. I can't complain. You know, being able to stand here among all of these incredible products and eyepieces that are just winter fashion and fun and safety and all of the things. So let's get started. Tell me about what we've got here.
Yeah, so at Eyepieces, we kind of consider ourselves to provide products, everything from the neck up is kind of our motto. So we do a lot of sunglasses, goggles, helmets. Ski fashion is something we absolutely love. It kind of brings together optical and fashion and skiing all together.
Well, you've got to have the right skis on the mountain. Yeah, absolutely. You really do. And there are so many varieties and options. So you've got your traditional goggles, but you can also wear like a sun shield or sunglasses or helmet with built-in technology. So I've just been dying to talk about this item here. So let's start.
Yeah, so this one's kind of all in one. This is Cask. It's a brand we started carrying a couple years ago. It's really well known for its visor here. So it's kind of a goggle helmet combo, which people love. It is a huge lens, which is going to give you great peripheral vision. So as far as like a technical functional product, this is really great, super comfortable. It is going to have a photochromatic lens on there, which is even better. So you're not switching out lenses. It's really going to do the work for you, and the lens is going to adapt to the lighting conditions. So if it's a really sunny day, it's going to get much darker from here.
So it's tell me the word again.
Photochromatic.
Photochromatic.
Yeah.
So that is lens technology that adjusts to the light.
Correct.
Wow,
Yep.
That's fancy.
So it's like several different lenses all in one on top of a goggle. And then new this year from this company, Cask, is they have integrated their speakers so that you have audio in the little ears here, which is great. It has Bluetooth capability. So when I say all in one, I totally mean it. It literally has everything that you need to go up on the mountain. Looks really modern and sleek, super comfortable, like I said. And then a lot of times people like to wear this if they have glasses, because it just slides right over your glasses. So that is a great option as well.
This is great if you're one of those people where you're constantly looking for all of your things before you head out to the mountain.
Totally.
You've got it all in here.
Yep,
Absolutely.
exactly. So that's Cask.
Cask, great. So speaking of, you mentioned people that wear glasses. One of the things that Eyepieces offers here as well are the prescription lenses. So tell me all about that. And we've got some really incredible options here.
Yeah, so really what we're known for is our prescription services. We do total customized prescription services in your glasses, sunglasses. We can change the tint and color, and prescription goggle. So like I said, you can wear your glasses under your goggle or whatever equipment that you're wearing, but it's even better to have a prescription goggle that's all integrated. It's not going to have the fogging issue. It's not going to be uncomfortable like wearing your glasses under a goggle. We have clips that can work in kind of a universal functionality in different goggles. And we have like a completely integrated prescription goggle where there's no inserts, it's no clips, it's all in there. And we can do that all in-house at our Vail lab.
Well, that's what makes you so special. So you get functionality and fashion. And speaking of fashion, you carry all kinds of brands, and luxury brands is a big one of them. So tell me about this goggle set that we have here in front of us.
Yeah, this is a new one. This is a Tom Ford goggle. Super modern looking. We love having kind of those name brand goggles that are super fashion forward, but very functional. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that you have something that is going to help you see perfectly on the mountain, but also very stylish. So Tom Ford goggle is new for this year. We have tons of Tom Ford sunglasses and optical frames as well. And then very popular and trendy right now is a sunglass shield. Okay. You probably see it in Oakley's a lot, that big sunglass. And we love it for skiing because if you don't want a goggle, if you want to go with more of a sunglass, a larger lens is going to give you some more protection and looks beautiful.
They look great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to wear these for Opry.
So this is a Chrome Hearts sunglass shield. We love Chrome Hearts. It's a great luxury kind of niche brand that we've been carrying for a long time. And they started doing some more sport pieces. And so this is one of them. It's actually designed for biking. Okay. The designers wanted something that's more functional, and so they designed this, and it works perfectly for skiing. We love it. So all those sport shields are super trendy right now.
You would look at it, and you wouldn't think that it's designed for biking because it looks so fashion forward, you know, with the little details and all of that. Yeah. So speaking of this brand, the Chrome Hearts. Yeah. So it's your 40th anniversary.
It is.
And you are doing a special collaboration with them as well. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So this winter we're celebrating our 40th anniversary. We're very excited about celebrating that with all of our wonderful customers, our fantastic staff. And Chrome Hearts is a brand we've been carrying for a long time, like I said. So we are doing a special collaboration piece with them. So we went kind of with their designers and came out with a brand new piece that is very specific to eyepieces in our 40th anniversary. So that will be launching in February.
Amazing. So 40th anniversary celebrations. What's going on? What kind of events? What can we see from Eyepieces of Vail coming up?
Yeah, we'll be having a lot of trunk shows throughout the year like we kind of normally do. All of those are updated on our website. So if you ever want to know kind of what is coming, what location, with what vendor, at what time, you can check those out there. We are also doing a 40th anniversary party in March, which we're very excited about. Kind of have some music and food and drinks.
Who doesn't love a good party? Especially here in Vail, we love that. So speaking of Eyepieces of Vail, tell me about operating hours. You know, where can we go to get an eye exam or prescription goggles or glasses or whatever it is that you might be looking for?
Yeah, we have 8 locations total. We have 4 in Vail, 1 in Beaver Creek, 1 in Edwards. We have 2 locations in the Roaring Fork Valley, 1 in Basalt and 1 in Snowmass. We have a doctor that does eye exams at our Edwards location on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and at our Village Center location across from the Solaris on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you can call or visit our website to get those scheduled. And he's great. Dr. G's one of our favorites, and he can get you set up with a prescription, and then from there our staff can take care as far as fitting you with some frames with your prescription lenses.
Amazing. And I love that you offer regular eye exams as well. So not only are you offering very fashionable and very cool and functional products, but you're offering services and, you know, just helping people stay on top of their eye health. We love that.
Totally. Yeah, we do repairs, adjustments, cleanings. Come on in. We can do those for free. We want to take care of you. Even if you haven't gotten your glasses with us, we want to make sure that you're all set up when you're visiting.
And that's one of the special things about Eyepieces of Vail is just the white glove service that you provide to friends and family and customers alike. So we really appreciate that. And congratulations on your 40th anniversary. That's huge. So where can we go for more information if anybody wants to, you know, see what you offer and kind of keep in touch with what you're doing?
Yep, eyepieces.com. Yeah, you can find locations, brands we carry, schedule those eye exams, all that good stuff.
Awesome. Well, Danny, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Loving all of these fun fashion-forward options. So all in one, Tom Ford, Chrome Hearts. We love all of it. This is just really incredible stuff. Thanks for sharing your inventory today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now stay tuned. Keep it here. We'll be right back for more.
Good morning, Vail.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Guess where we are? In the kitchen.
In the kitchen, once again.
In the kitchen, once again.
It's like from yesterday, kind of a replay.
You know,
Deja vu.
I know. Is that happening or what?
Deja carrot and tzatziki.
It's true. We made a delicious tzatziki sauce yesterday, but this makes a great dip for what we are about to show you. And, you know, I love a good chips and dip, but I usually like the chips just to taste the dip. But this one is a great way. We're going to do carrots, which is a little bit
very tasty,
very
and it's going to go
tasty.
good with the tzatziki sauce.
It really is. It's a little bit more savory. So we're doing a crispy Parmesan and carrot.
Okay.
Very easy. It should take you about 5 minutes in total to make once everything has been prepped. But it's very simple. You have 5 different spices. So we've got onion powder, garlic powder. We've got some organic chili powder. We've got paprika and then Italian herb seasoning, as well as olive oil, because you always need something to coat everything in.
Yeah.
And then from there, we have some Parmesan and carrots, and that is it. It's so simple.
Well, let me start grating some Parmesan and getting the carrots prepped.
Absolutely. So you want to separate your Parmesan. If you're doing about a pound of carrots, which we're going to do a little bit less than that today just to demonstrate, but you need about a cup of Parmesan cheese. 1/4 of that will be used in our spice and olive oil mixture, and then the other 3/4 of it we'll be using to coat the bottom of our carrots. So it's going to be a fun one.
It is going to be a fun. We talked yesterday about some fun snacks and dips for the big game that may be coming up.
Yep, or entertaining.
Or entertaining, having people over, because now's the time. If you live in the Valley, you've got a lot of visitors this time of year.
That is the truth. I have a Google Calendar that I share with my friends and family on who can come visit. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So we need about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'll go ahead and measure that out here. We're just pouring that in here. We do have some salt, but the salt is really just to taste, so it's up to you on your flavoring. So I've got my olive oil already mixed in here. And then each of the spices are equal parts. You want a heaping 1/4 or half a teaspoon of the spices. So we've got our half a teaspoon here. I'm going to not pour it, but we're going to
heaping.
It does not have to be perfectly flat and perfectly flush, but it's really just to kind of measure, but it's up to you on what kind of flavors you like. So we're going to go ahead and start with our garlic powder, and I'm a big fan of garlic powder. I use it in almost everything that I make.
Fresh garlic. We had fresh garlic out yesterday.
We had fresh garlic out yesterday.
The aroma
now we're
was
going to add
amazing.
the onion powder. Parmesan looks great, Kevin.
Oh,
it looks
thank
so
you.
good. And then you're going to go ahead and get those carrots sliced. So I'm adding in the onion powder now. I'll just put these aside here. And then the chili powder, so just about the same. So garlic powder, onion powder. You can smell just the blending of the spices. And now we're adding in this chili powder. Looking great. You can just see all the spices there. Paprika is up next.
You got a party in that olive oil. Look at that.
It's a party. Lots of different colors. You've got the different shades, the red from the chili powder and more of the auburn from the paprika. I'd like to say if I had a spice that defined me, it would be paprika. Some people say ginger, but I'm not quite that redheaded.
A little salt. Salty. A little salty.
Little salty. So we're going to go ahead and add in, this is my favorite part, and I think kind of a secret ingredient, Italian herb seasoning. So nice heaping teaspoon there. We've got all of the herbs mixed in.
Okay.
And then I'm going to throw in, we're going to do a little bit about 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan to mix that all in here. Whoops.
Okay.
As I'm knocking
Put that
things
anywhere.
over
Just
here.
Put that there.
We'll just-
I get it.
Yep.
I got that one.
So you just kind of sprinkle that in there if you want
Okay.
to do. Looks great to me.
How's that?
It looks perfect.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and just stir up this mix. And you can see there it's kind of adding that. And I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil into it just because I like to lightly coat mine. I don't need it to be fully coated in this.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're adding
Light
that, lightly coating it. So there we go. So there is the coating of our
smells
carrots.
amazing, by the way.
It really does.
Yeah.
You never would have thought to mix the paprika, the onion powder, the garlic powder. So then what we're going to do is take the carrots and we're going to throw them in here and just drudge them around.
Throw them, or can I just lay them in there?
You can. You want a basketball shoe?
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. So we're going to do that. And then what we're going to do here is we're actually going, or we can actually do it on our plate since we already have Parmesan on the plate.
Yeah.
But you're going to spread it out, and we're going to actually just dip the bottom of these carrots in onto the plate,
Okay.
so that they have a nice little coating.
We'll do it
on
there,
the
and then
bottom.
we'll bake in this one.
And
How
then
about
we'll
that?
bake. There we
How's
go.
that sound? So
Sounds good to
spread
me.
it
So
out.
you got that nice and spread out, and just kind of dredge these and
Okay.
see where they go.
Oh, look at that.
It's different. You would have not thought about it, but there's something about the sweetness of a baked carrot, and it kind of makes it a little bit softer, and the crispiness of the Parmesan when you pull it out of the oven. So it looks pretty good to me. So what we're going to do, you're going to take the flat side down. So cut what you did, Kevin, if you want to explain how you cut these.
I cut them lengthwise.
Okay.
That's a very technical term.
Lengthwise.
Culinary. I learned that in culinary school. So
we're professionally trained here. We really are.
So you just take the ends off.
Yeah, you just take the ends off.
And you're very careful because they are round, so you got to get that flat spot on it, and you just cut it lengthwise.
And that's it. So these are medium-sized carrots, and that's the best way to do it. You can do it either, I would say this is a great length, it's a great snackable size, and looks good to me. So you just
do you put it down?
You just put it Parmesan cheese side down.
Okay.
That is it.
Look at that.
And then you just keep on dipping, and
I'm a fast learner. I'm going places.
you really are. I think you have a hidden skill.
I
and
do.
You don't tell anybody about
Don't tell
your
anybody.
kitchen expertise.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just dip it just like that. You can get it as coated as you want to or as not. I like to lightly coat the carrots in the mixture here, and then try to get as much Parmesan on the bottom as possible, because there's a little bit of a, once they're baked, a juxtaposition of soft and sweet to the salty and crispy Parmesan on the bottom. It's quite delicious.
It smells incredible.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to try
You
this.
are an expert.
Yeah, I know. Got this. I've
in
got
the
it.
dredging and
I've
the
got
dipping,
this.
Kevin. I'm very impressed.
Very focused right now.
You are. And you know what? Another
Hard
fun
for me
thing.
to talk and dredge.
Well, then I'll keep talking. We'll just make it easy for you. So one of the things that I love about this recipe, now carrots to me, I think I like the, as I mentioned, the contrast of the sweetness of the carrot and the saltiness of the Parmesan, but you can do this with any other kind of vegetable that you really want to. You can do it with a zucchini if you want. It would just cook a little bit less time in the oven, but typically you want your oven to be heated to 425.
Okay.
And then once it is preheated, you pop these in the oven and they should cook for about 20 to 25 minutes, but it's really up to you on your desired crispiness and how soft you want the carrots to be.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, we've got some that have been baking.
We do.
So I'm going to pull those out.
Now, we went a little bit mini on this next round, and, you know, I like them very crispy, so we made these a bit crispy. And, you know, we did make a delicious tzatziki dip yesterday. Okay, oh,
Very
looks
hot.
good. So you can tell they are just nice and crispy. I'm going to go ahead and try it. Whew, toasty.
Hot.
It is very hot.
I told you.
Here we go. A little bit too hot for my fingers, but I'm going to try it out here, and I'm just going to dip it into this tzatziki sauce.
How's it? Yeah,
great.
that facial expression says it all. Yummy.
Definitely one of my favorites, and especially toasty on the fingers here. But it's a great alternative to chips or, you know, any sort of French fry. You know, you're not frying it, but it gives you the crispiness of a French fry. It's quite delicious.
That's perfect.
Yeah, great little snack, and your friends will think you're very fancy if you're making this at home. So these are crispy Parmesan carrots with a tzatziki sauce dip. Quite delicious.
Quite delicious and healthy.
And healthy. We nailed it in the kitchen. So if you want the recipe, make sure you reach out to us on our social media, and we'd be happy to share it, but we'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Man, it has been a fun first hour here on this Wednesday morning edition of Good Morning Vail. I'm your host, Kimberly Perot, and joining me in the studio and in the kitchen is the excellent and well-known Kevin Shields here in the Valley. But on this second hour, we've got quite an interesting variety of conversations we'll be having. We'll be talking about sustainability in the town of Avon, plus weight loss and healthy science-based alternatives for longevity and preventing aging, and much more. So we've got hour 2 of Good Morning Vail right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Well, good morning and thank you for tuning in to Good Morning Vail. As Kim mentioned, we have a great show for you today and a lot of things happening in the community, but outside as well with this weather. Getting up today, 15 degrees, a high today of 31 degrees, 80% chance of precipitation. So we're going to see some snow showers start throughout the afternoon and go into the evening. A lot happening there. Keep an eye on this wind, 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the west. So as that new storm moves in, it's also going to bring some of those winds. It's going to cause some visibility issues if you're out there on Vail Pass. So just be careful. Leave a little bit early if that snow starts to get where you need to be nice and safe. Vail by the hour shows it warming up around noon, and those high temperatures between 3 and 4 p.m. as that snow continues to fall. So snowfall expected all throughout the afternoon. The I-70 corridor looks nice, 49 degrees in Denver, 31 in Vail, 30 in Avon, and 30 degrees over in Eagle with all that snowfall continuing to happen this afternoon. Now into the evening, 20 degrees is going to be the low this evening. Snowfall, 80% chance throughout the evening. And again, those winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. So especially as it gets a little bit darker out, that visibility has a tendency to kind of deplete with that snowfall coming in and that wind. Well, tomorrow, kind of the same thing. Got some more snow showers, 32 degrees. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and even into Monday, we're going to see those clouds continuing to hang around. So not sure yet if that's going to bring some additional snowfall, but obviously going to get some today and tomorrow. So exciting with the weather. Over in Beaver Creek, that snow report looks great. 4 inches in the last 48 hours, 126-inch season total, 42-inch base. So a lot of base out there building up throughout the rest of the season. 25 lifts are spinning, 151 trails open, 67% of Beaver Creek terrain is open to get out there and play on. Vail Mountain had a little bit of snowfall last night, reporting 1 inch, 3 inches in the last 48 hours, 154-inch season total, 61-inch base depth. So we're going to be skiing over there in Vail for a while. 29 lifts are open, 253 trails. That's 91% of the terrain over in Vail to get out and explore and play around on.
Well, you know, it's so great. The deeper the base gets, the longer we'll be skiing through the spring season. So not to rush through winter, but I love seeing how much snow we're starting to get now. It took a little while to get there.
Yeah, and the more base we have, the more terrain that'll stay open a little bit longer because, you know, obviously that spring skiing can get a little slushy.
It can get
Yeah.
slushy, but we've got a lot going on in the meantime, so no need to rush through the winter. There's
No,
lots happening.
no, slow down,
in town.
Kim.
I know. I just we talked about it earlier in the show about how friends and family are coming to town, and we've got calendars and all of these things to keep up with our guests and our visitors. But we've got a lot of things to do for them to show them around our town.
Yeah, we've got to get into that April time frame. So as we continue to see some of the snowfall, it's going to get us there.
It's true. It's true. Well, speaking of events around town, there are a lot of things happening. We've got Warren Miller has a film coming out, so you can get on Eventbrite and buy your tickets that way, plus so much more.
Yeah, if you haven't seen a Warren Miller film, how great of a job he has done over the past years, and his crew picking up where he left off on showing some of that fun vintage skiing. A lot of great things, and you see some of the equipment they used, and a lot of fun to watch Warren Miller's things and the great narration that he did along with those films.
It's true, and then the Vail Valley Comedy Club, they've got some things. So it's amazing, the arts and entertainment and the culture that is here outside of your snow sports and all the things there.
Yeah, the comedy session that started a few years back, I believe it started like right when COVID got started, but it's really built into a staple item here in the Vail Valley. So over in Vail, comedy over there, Lion's Head is going to get some comedy. Eagle, it's all the way over there. So a lot of great things happening with comedy shows in and around town. There's a full schedule if you go on the website and check it out, who's going to be featured and where they're going to be playing.
We've got some coming up this week through the weekend. Comedy is just a great alternative to music and concerts. I know there are some very fun and exciting things happening at Villar Performing Arts Center too. So lots happening. I know one of my favorite bands, the Lone Bellow, will be at Villar on Saturday.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's going to be
that.
a good one.
You're going to be in rare form.
I'm going to be enjoying the music,
right
the
now for Kim.
anticipation.
You can tell.
It is building.
Yeah. They're going places, that band.
They are. They really are. It's just a great. They're a bit folksy and bluegrass and all the different things. So it's great to see all the variety that the Villar Performing Arts Center brings to us as well.
Well, arts and entertainment is in full force here in the Valley, but also over in Gypsum with some of the painting going on over there. So we've got Larissa Fine Art from 4 to 8 on Friday. Canvas and Curry.
And they will be
Who
here
ever
in
thought?
studio.
Who'd have thunk that?
I know.
Yeah, we're going to be talking to them today about how that got started and kind of what it's about.
I love the idea of just creating events around art. So you're not just going to a gallery. There's purpose and socializing and community involved as well. So.
And it's great for the locals, and it's great for visitors too. I mean, the visitors, they're not going to ski every single day they're here throughout a week. They're going to need a break, and what a great option to go out and do something like this and explore the great town of Minturn.
It's true, and that's on Friday, this coming Friday. So lots of fine art and culinary adventure to be had through the weekend.
Yeah. Well, that's everything that's going on, and then some. We'll get back with more. But when we come back, we're going to learn a little bit about sustainability with the town of Avon.
And we love our town of Avon. It's our home base. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. In Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw, host at TV8 Vail. From fashion to food, from film to festivals, experience a unique look at the boutiques, spas, restaurants, and venues that make the Valley so special. Join me for Glitz and Glam. Find it in Good Morning Vail or at our website at tv8vail.com. I can't wait for our next adventure.
Dog Tales is America's premier dog lovers magazine show. This series is all about dogs and the people who love them. Featuring dogs of all sizes, shapes, and breeds, keeping you up to date with all the latest news from the dog world. Sit back and enjoy a fun program for the whole family. Check your local listings and tune in to Dog Tales. TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, health and wellness is very important and is a constant conversation, especially at the start of the new year. And here to talk about how to do a science-backed alternative to weight loss and to make it sustainable and increase your lifespan, I've got two experts in the field, Jeff Zwiefel and Jim Laval. How are you, gentlemen?
Great. Good morning.
Good morning. So, Jim, you are the founder of Metabolic Code. Tell me a bit about it and what exactly we can expect, and how does this help with weight loss and longevity in your lifespan?
Yeah, so the Metabolic Code, the program which identifies your metabolic roadblocks. Where are you having the biggest struggles with your metabolism? And it does it through symptom surveys, lab, as well as biometrics. And then what happens is it calculates a score called a metaflammation index. Metabolic inflammation leads to inflammaging. And what the program does, it allows us to target what are the right, what are their strategies, maybe a prescriptive agent, something like Ozempic that's out there now. But the key is that you have to be able to surround the lifestyle changes with it. You really get those sustained. So exercise, improving diet, understanding the impact of stress, and then looking at those key markers of metabolism that are correlated to advanced aging, and let's reverse those. That's what the Metabolic Code is all about.
It's so important, and I'm really grateful that you mentioned the conversation around Ozempic and how to do things differently than a quick fix like that. Now, Jeff, talk to me a little bit about motivation for people behind their health and wellness and making major changes to really continue to expand their life quality.
Hey, look, Gretchen, as Jim said, it really all comes down to how do I look better? How do I feel better? How do I perform better? And, you know, setting these New Year's resolutions can get tough. We understand that. We're here to support them at Lifetime. We want to make sure we help people achieve their healthy, happy life goals and objectives. And so taking it and keeping it super simple, keeping it pragmatic, being thoughtful about it, and making sure that if you have some difficulty, you stumble, you fall, you reset, you reboot, and you reestablish those active lifestyle patterns. As Jim said, everything's got to start with moving and improving our diet and our nutrition. And then we can start to see the goals and objectives that people are looking for, whether that's be losing weight, having more energy, or living longer, healthier.
You're the executive director of Lifetime Fitness, and how is Lifetime Fitness really encouraging people to get involved? I love the Lifetime Fitness gyms, and I work out at one whenever I'm near it.
Yeah, we've got one in the Salt Lake market. We've got, 4 or 5 of them in the Denver market. We
It's a busy time of year. We've got 1.5 million members with 170 clubs. We love serving our members and making sure they have the best in class experience through the best people, best programs, and best places. And we're here at a Lifetime right now. It's busy, it's humming. And what we want to make sure we do is get people involved in something that they enjoy, that they can stick with over the long run, and that we also provide them variety. They need options because, of course, people by nature are going to get bored with the same activity. So we allow people at Lifetime opportunities to mix it up. Cardio one day, strength training the other day, a group class another day, get in the pool and swim another day, pickleball an alternative day. That variety, like we say, is the spice of life. And surround yourself with a community, like-minded people that can support you. If you can, we encourage people to engage with a dynamic personal trainer to get a structured, progressive program.
It's so great. I love the community you have there. Plus, you offer all of the different varieties of, smoothie bars and things like that. Now, Jim, talk to me a bit more about how people can reverse time and really increase their health longevity.
Well, some of the big things that you can do is, at first you have to get a blood test. You need to look at what values may be out of range. And here's the key thing. Sometimes you may have a value in range, for example, blood sugar. You may have a 95 blood sugar, which is considered normal, but that is a 60% risk of being a person with diabetes in the next decade. And when you have diabetes, that's shortening your lifespan. So the way we like to go about this is look at labs, because it's an important key indicator, but also you have got to evaluate what you're doing with your lifestyle. How much are you moving? How are you responding to stress? Do you notice you're eating? You're looking for that chocolate-covered pretzel with extra seeds and caramel on it, right? You got to really be honest with yourself and go, what are the things I can change now? And then more importantly, go and get that lab assessment. Work with somebody who's experienced on the longevity side. How are we going to optimize your health? Big question that's different from, do you have a disease yet when you get a lab? It's how do we optimize your health looking at your labs?
It's so important. Now, Jim, tell me, where can we go for more information or to really dive into making permanent major changes in our health and longevity?
Well, you go to lifetime.life. There's plenty of information there. Obviously, they have an app. You could be a virtual member as well. There's all kinds of information that's available through the Lifetime experience. And I would invite everyone to come out and explore all the value that Lifetime has as a healthy way of life.
Great. Well, thank you, gentlemen, both. I think this is a very important conversation to have, how to make major changes and sustainable changes as well. And we appreciate all that you're doing to educate the masses. So enjoy the rest of this month, and I look forward to seeing all that you do to impact people's lives this year.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Now, stay tuned. We have a bit more on the show. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We live in such a wonderful community. There's always something that we need to focus on to take care of, whether it's a local, national, or global issue. And I'm here with Sarah Smith-Himes with the town of Avon. Now, Sarah, you've been in the Valley a while, and you've held a number of positions with the town of Avon. You want to talk about a few of those?
Well, I was elected. I was on the Avon Town Council for 8 years, 4 of those as mayor. And we were very proactive about climate action initiatives. So once I was term limited and I finished in December of 22, and we'd made so many climate action initiatives a priority that they asked me to help them part-time. We do have a full-time sustainability coordinator, but they asked me to help part-time to sort of get some of these other projects rolling.
Right. And that's what's really nice about our community is we are so environmentally focused. Sustainability is at the forefront of everything we're doing, whether you're talking about recycling or the plastic bag initiatives that are in town. But we're going to talk about something a little bit different today, and that's idling.
Exactly.
And where does this come from? Why is there now a focus on idling?
So we've done a lot of community surveys to see how people feel about climate action, and everybody is concerned about it. I mean, the numbers are amazing on our surveys. And lots of people want to know what they can do that's easy to do. And one of the lowest hanging pieces of fruit that people can do is to not idle their car when the car isn't moving. And so we didn't pass an ordinance about it. We do have a recycling ordinance where you're required by law to recycle, but we decided not to do that with idling. We decided it was better to just do an education and awareness campaign because there's so many myths about idling. Lots of people just forget to turn their car off, me included. You hop in your car, you turn it on, you start looking at your phone.
Right.
So part of it is just people don't think about it. So we're trying to get people to be aware of it and understand the myths behind idling.
Right.
So some of the myths are, for example, a lot of people think it's better to keep your car running, that you're going to use more gas if you turn your car off and on. The science says that if you turn your car off, if you idle for more than 10 seconds, you're going to use more fuel and you're going to create more emissions than turning your car on and off. Emissions from idling are really detrimental. They're detrimental to the air that we breathe, especially for children. It adds to greenhouse gas emissions, and of course that's what we're fighting, climate change. It's a total waste of money. The amount of money that people waste, in every minute that you idle, you can waste up to a half a gallon of gas. So part of what we're trying to help people understand is that it's not good for your car. In fact, the car manufacturers say that idling is worse for your car than driving, and that includes warming it up in the morning.
Right, right. And there's a lot of contradictory things that the car companies do. For example, they do have a button now on cars where they shut off after a certain amount of time. So if you're sitting at a stoplight, the car will shut off. When you let your foot off the brake, it'll start back up and go. However, they have now put on your key fob a place where you can start it up remotely, or there's an app that you can go on and start it up. So there's a little bit of a contradiction on the ability to idle your car and then how it kicks off. So.
Exactly. Well, they say, one of the things they say is that when you warm your car up in the morning, you only need to warm it up as long as it takes to scrape your windshield.
Right.
Because the car actually warms up faster, the cabin of a car warms up faster when it's in motion. And it's not good for your engine to let it idle. There's something about the soot on the spark plugs or something. So, car manufacturers don't want you to idle.
Yeah, higher RPMs will generate more heat to burn off the carbon on the spark
Exactly,
plugs. Yeah.
exactly. So, and it's one of these things that people want to make a contribution. They want to reduce their carbon footprint. This is the easiest thing to do.
Yep.
If we could eliminate all of the unnecessary idling in personal vehicles, it's the same thing as taking 5 million cars off the road.
Wow.
And the other thing about Eagle County, our per capita mileage is twice the state average partly because of our tourism industry and because so many people can't live close to town. And so it's just all of the little things that people can do that add up. And I think we just have to remember, we just have to think about it.
Yeah. Now, does the town of Avon for sustainability, do they have a website that people can go to get some more ideas?
We do. If you go to avon.org and type in sustainability, we have a whole bunch of information on there about recycling, about all of the other initiatives that we have. The bag ban. We're just building our idling pages right now. But there's tons of information. Vail also has information. Eagle has a good information. So across the county, a lot of our jurisdictions do have information about sustainability.
Well, and with all the guests that come here, if we embrace that initiative as locals, we'll pass that on, and that's a great takeaway for people leaving.
Exactly. And the thing is, idling is a year-round problem. It's not just winter. I mean, just start paying attention to it. Everywhere you go, somebody's idling their car, and it's just turn the key, turn it off, and then turn it back on.
Well, Sarah, thank you so much for your contributions
for
to
your
the town of Avon, and then the information you've given us. It's taking bites of that elephant to get where we need to be, and if everybody takes one small initiative, one small step, we're all going to get there.
Exactly. It's so true.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals now. Check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, we are known in the Valley for art, entertainment, as well as delicious culinary experiences. And what better way to combine that but to have an immersive culinary and artistic experience with Canvas and Curry. Joining me today on the couch is the photographer and artist, Raj Manikam. How are you, Raj?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, good. Glad to have you here. So I'm so excited. This is a great event, and it happens on this coming Friday, and
Yep,
it is at
tomorrow.
Larissa Wild Fine Arts, which is in Gypsum, and you're doing an immersive culinary and art experience. Tell me all about Canvas and Curry.
Yes, Canvas and Curry it was put in place because I have work in Denver in the History Colorado. It's the museum there for a whole year. So the exhibition was over, I took it out, and it was going to the next place, and it was never shown here. So there was an opportunity and a window of time to bring it to the Valley. So I collaborated with Larissa Weil. She's a gallerist and a fine art artist herself, and she's also a curator. So between me and the gallery, and a pop-up kitchen called Happy Valley Kitchen.
Okay.
So, so they don't have a restaurant yet, but they intend to someday. So they're doing a lot of these pop-up events. So we took this opportunity to do something together, collaborate between Happy Valley Kitchen, Larissa Fine Art Gallery, and me, which is all in good light. That's my website and my brand. Between the three of us, we're doing something tomorrow at 4 to 8 at Larissa Fine Art Gallery. So.
Awesome. So tell me about All in Good Light. You know, how many pieces are in this collection, and what can viewers or I guess attendees of this event expect from your work?
Well, this is part of the show. It's not the entire thing. I've got 6 pieces.
Okay.
I painted the first one on watercolor paper using ground spices and add the spices, and all of this was put together to tell the diaspora of spices from Southeast Asia all the way worldwide today, and how spices, the route that the topic is called the spice route.
Okay.
So that's the works, but Curry and Canvas, or Canvas and Curry, is kind of the collaborative effort. So this is showing how spices, back in my hometown in Malacca, I grew up in Malaysia, and Southeast Asia was the route where the Portuguese came to my hometown in 1511, the Dutch came in 1641, and the Spaniards also start traveling that way at some point to bring spices, and that was the currency back then. So this is the story that tells how spices, kind of where it came from and how it ended up even in Colorado.
Well, I love that. In your culture, spice is a story. It tells the story. And so you used watercolors and actual spices in this work.
Well, it was painted on watercolor paper, but the rest of them are photography. I kind of put things together, and there's a site that each image has its own QR code. If you want to read about it, you can scan each image that is being shown on display. Otherwise, you can just enjoy the photos and, most importantly, enjoy the cuisines.
Well, I think an immersive art experience is so wonderful. And so you're at the Larissa Wild Fine Arts Studio. And so how did you connect with Larissa? Tell me a bit
Well,
about
she
that.
is one of the greatest curator that is emerging here in this town that people need to explore her gallery in Gypsum. She's also an appraiser, so an ISA certified International Appraiser Association certified appraiser and a curator of art. So this is somebody that collectors may want to connect with. And so I found out about her. I've got another piece that is called Self-Checkout, is being displayed at her gallery also. So you will have both of those. And she's got other works on display that can be enjoyed while you're there.
That's great. So I love this event, Canvas and Curry, and you've got Happy Valley Kitchen cooking all of the food. Did you get a say in any of the dishes?
Well, I did ask for the chai or the tea that I said, wouldn't it be nice to have something like that? And I think they have incorporated something that would be really enjoyable.
I love chai.
Yeah.
All varieties and ways that you can have it. Chai is one of my favorites. Now, this art exhibit is moving to Pueblo, Colorado after this. So, how long does it plan to be there? Tell me a little bit more.
So it was in Denver for an entire year, and then now that I have a window, and at some point I will bring it back to the Valley for a longer time.
Okay.
But as soon as the show is over, within a week, I am bringing this to Pueblo, Colorado. It's the Sangre de Cristo Art and Convention Center, and it'll be there for 3 months. So, with a group called Photo Pensado, it's a collective that I belong to.
Okay.
And so we're doing that show together. And then it'll come back to my own gallery, which is opening up pretty soon. The lights are up. The walls are painted. My personal gallery is at my workplace at Steam Master.
Okay, great.
And that's what I do.
Great. Well, we may have to talk about that later at a later date. So what else can we expect from you outside of your own personal gallery?
Well, I think it's not just documentary. I do a lot of photo essays. I tell human interest stories. And my work is, being exhibited here and out of state. And mostly in Denver. So apart from what I do as a, my own business, running Steam Master, this is the balance that I take, in my life.
We have some of the photos on the screen here that you've got, and you can just see such a variety. What inspires you behind the photos that you take?
Well, I think, I don't plan my day on how I shoot. But lately, I'm slowly migrating into film photography. So I have a 4x5 film, large format camera, and I'm developing it myself and printing in the darkroom myself too. So I'm just exploring everything to do with art and photography the best way that I can learn,
Now, have you always been an artist and a photographer, or tell me about your journey?
My journey is, I think I've always seen things, and you don't take or you don't capture those moments. And when you see things and you know it yourself, I think it's time that 7 years ago I decided to kind of really put it out, the way I see it. And the way that I want to express it and bring stories out of it. I think in my essays section of my website, that there are about 40 different stories. Each one is an individual story that I put up and wrote, but there are about 250 more that is not published.
Wow!
So I really enjoy that storytelling part of my photography. So
that's amazing. So you write essays as well to complement the images that you
Well,
take?
I think people can look at it both ways. You can enjoy the image, or if you really want to go a little bit in depth about studying, or want to read about it. Some people are visual people, and some people would like to read, and you have both choices.
I love that. I think that's such an interesting way to continue the art of of storytelling.
And like Wonder in the Woods has a lot of local images within the valley. You know, things are all taken here in the woods, and I do different techniques like ICM, which is intentional camera movement, where you make it blur, but you bring out the beauty of images within the valley. So
that's great.
I've been here for 27 years. I still look out every day when I drive and just enjoy the view, even in the snow.
It's breathtaking, it really is. Now, Raj, tell us one more time. The event is from 4 to 8 p.m. You have to buy tickets ahead of time?
You can actually show up and buy there too, but it'll be really nice to get some head counts. We have a decent crowd coming. We've really surveyed how many people are coming, so we'll have a really nice turnout.
But it is a ticketed event.
It's a ticket event. It's $25 to attend, mostly to support the kitchen.
Sure.
They are making the food and, they have to cook for people. So I think the collaboration brings out some interesting way to enjoy the food, Indian food, authentic South Indian food, not too much of butter and cream.
Oh, good, good.
It's a different deal.
It sounds delicious. So, Happy Valley Kitchen.
Yep.
Your work will be on display, and it's at Larissa Wild Fine Arts.
Yeah. In order to book, in order to make that reservation, you go to happyvalleykitchen.com, and you scroll down, and there's where you can buy the tickets.
Excellent. Easy.
It's very easy.
Easy. Well, it sounds like such a fun event. And Raj, we appreciate you coming on, and congratulations on, having it on display, your work on display in one gallery and moving it to the next, and can't wait to see what else you're doing.
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, we'll be right back with more here on Good Morning Vail. Stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Well, here in the Valley, with such an active lifestyle that everybody leads, there's ways that we get back engaged with those activities that we like to do. And Amari is a great beverage that's out there in the community right now to assist with that. So what is Amari? Is it a sports drink? Is it some kind of a hydration drink? Not at all. It's a recovery drink. But don't take it from me. We had an interview with Eric, and he'll talk a little bit more about Amari.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. When you're out there on the mountain, especially a day like today when you're pounding out all the powder, you need to recover after all that energy. And no stranger to the show, I've got Eric next to me with Amari to talk about this amazing recovery drink. But first, there's been some breaking news that Kim and I were talking about on the couch that you need to deliver.
There is some breaking news. Couldn't be happier to be here today. Phenomenal day out on the mountain. Can't wait to get out there myself. But just late last night, we got some breaking news that I'm happy to share with the Good Morning Vail family. You get the scoop, but Amari just won a silver medal for Best Functional Beverage from Delicious Living magazine.
That's amazing.
Couldn't be happier to accept that award. And that's on the heels of just last month, the editors at Food and Beverage magazine selected Amari as one of the top products for 2023.
Well, congratulations to you and your team.
Thank you.
That's quite an accolade. Let's back up a little bit. Before we get into the drink itself, how did you come up with this concept? How did Amari come to be?
Well, I'll tell you a personal story, actually. How's
Okay.
that? So I've been fortunate enough to ski for 42 years. 30 of those have been in Colorado. This week, I'm back in Vail because this is the 17th year in a row my father and I have done a father-son ski trip.
Wow.
He's my personal skiing hero. He lives in Rhode Island. He lives an active lifestyle. He drinks Amari every day, plays golf, walks, runs, all those good things. But he gets on a plane, and for those of you that went to public high school like me, Amari is an oceanside state wedged between Connecticut and Massachusetts. So he flies out from sea level. We ski for 5 days as much as we want, have a great time out there on the mountain, and then enjoy all the things that Vail has to offer. Phenomenal dinners, like we went to Left Bank last night, Sweet Basil the night before. We're going to meet some old friends for dinner tonight at Lenona.
Nice.
And love, probably go see like Johnny Magumbo at Red Lion afterwards.
Yeah.
And you love seeing the professionals out there that are still in ski boots at 9 p.m. But we've learned a few things along the way to help us get back out there day after day. One is drink a lot of water. It's very dry out here. You're up at altitude. Really helps to stay hydrated. 2 is get that good night's sleep. Not the most fun thing in the world, but helps you get back out there day after day.
Right.
3 is stretch before and after. It's always a good idea to do that instead of just becoming one with the couch right after you ski. 4th are hot tubs. I think we can all agree skiing and hot tubs are meant to go together.
Mm-hmm.
That hot water helps oxygenate the muscles, speed that recovery process.
Well, we talk about playing longer, doing things longer, vitality as you get a little bit older. Let's get into the drink themselves.
So let's talk about the product a little bit. You might be wondering why a young company based right outside of Boulder, Colorado is gaining national attention for its products. Well, the answer is actually really quite simple. They're delicious and they're good for you. We've got our berry lemonade, our newest flavor, lemon lime, tangerine. All the products have 0 sugar. There's only 10 calories per can and no bubbles. So it's a great alternative to those folks looking for something that's a little different than the wall of carbonated fizzy waters you see in the grocery store these days. Our take on recovery is unique as well. We're not protein-based, we're not electrolyte-based, we don't have caffeine. Instead, we use a plant-based blend of turmeric, ashwagandha, CBD, and black pepper that helps reduce inflammation in the body. Also helps with joint comfort. Things like turmeric, it's been around for 6,000 years. You're probably familiar with it when it comes to cooking, but it's also a very well-known anti-inflammatory. Ashwagandha, it's not only fun to say, makes your mouth exercise, but it's also the unsung hero of the Ayurvedic world. It's been around for about 4,000 years, and it really helps. We use it for joint comfort. Then there's black pepper. That helps with the uptake of the turmeric, and it's also an anti-inflammatory by itself. And then you have the CBD, cannabidiol. Ours is derived from hemp, so there's no THC. We test the product multiple times to make sure that's the case. And what some research has shown is that actually interrupts the inflammation pathway in the body. So you put all those things together in a delicious, convenient format, makes it really easy to grab one of these from one of your local retailers here in the Vail Valley, get back out there day after day. You can find us at places like My Market at Beaver Creek, right beyond the ice rink there.
Yep.
We're also down at My Market in Vail, which is right at the Lions Head bus stop. If anyone wants to come down later today and meet me personally, I'll be at the Village Market in Edwards from 3 to 5 sampling product.
Well, I'm
Come by and say hello.
sure with the awards and the accolades, you're going to be seeing Amari at much more grocery stores and
We hope
places
so.
on a bigger scale. So it's exciting to hear that news. And for those of you that know Amari, you know it from a powder form. And, you know, we always thought, oh, that's convenient. You can carry a little packet. But then when you started thinking about it, you've got to carry a packet and a container of water to do the mixing.
Yes.
Why not have it in a can?
Exactly. And out of those countless demos that we did in the Vail Valley and Summit County led us to putting it into a ready-to-drink format so it's more convenient. That's what our customers asked for. Our key customers is everyday athletes, so we gave them what they wanted.
Well, I want to get in and try it, especially this new lemon lime.
Please do.
Great packaging. Got all the ingredients shown on the back. Everything that's in it kind of talks about it. You've got a website people can go to or a QR code that people can click on.
Exactly. Drinkamari.com if you want to learn more. And you can find us not only in the Vail Valley, we're also all over Summit County. Just went into distribution with some distributors up here, so you'll start seeing us in more liquor stores, convenience stores. We're in high-end ski shops like Pepe's and places like that.
Yeah, that is amazing, Eric. I love the flavor.
Thank you.
And, you know, again, it's a recovery drink, but you can also apres with it too.
You can apres with it. We got great cocktail recipes on our website. I personally will drink it in the morning if I'm sore, wake up sore. I might tomorrow, I hope so.
I think you will
Gotta
be.
get out there.
Yeah.
It's a powder day. We've all been waiting for this day to come, first soft day of the year. So excited to get back out there and go do some skiing.
Well, you've got a great variety of flavors. The can option is incredible. The flavor profile on that lemon lime, I really like that a lot. But then you've also got, what is this? The
berry lemonade.
Berry lemonade.
That's our original
and
flavor.
then the tangerine.
Yes, and the berry lemonade, the origin story for that one is that we were actually in Salida doing demos, and there was a kid across the sidewalk from me with a lemonade stand, and he was just killing me all day for 3 straight days. We were actually working our first pickleball tournament the following weekend, so we took our recovery powder, mixed it in a big 5-gallon tub of Country Time lemonade. We had a line around the corner.
Wow.
So we went to our formulator and said, you need to make this in a no added sugar format.
That's really good.
And here we are.
And typically with something that doesn't have sugar, you kind of get that pasty, dry. This is exciting. This has got a great flavor profile to it. Really enjoy it.
It's very good. I think the lemon lime's got some nice tanginess. The tangerine kind of reminds you of a tang, or as the kids these days, I think, call it Sunny D.
Right, right.
And that's the berry lemonade's our take on Country Time lemonade.
Well, a great product line.
Thank you.
So if you're out there and you're crushing the powder this week, because we've got snow happening all week long, what a great recovery drink. Amari, find it at the retailers that Eric mentioned. If you want to meet the man himself, he's going to be out and about. So get out there, try Amari, pick some up. You're going to really love it. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Thanks, guys.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Snooki and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
More than ever, kids need information to help them better understand their surroundings and to better protect themselves. Each week, this program works with the various law enforcement agencies across the country and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, spotlighting several missing cases, hoping someone, like you, might have information that will lead to finding these individuals.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Lots of things happening now in the weather. Coming out a great weekend where it was snowing, got a lot of great coverage up on the mountain, and that story is going to continue again. Today, 8 a.m., 15 degrees, getting up a high today of 31. Snow, 80% chance of snowfall this afternoon. Those winds, be cautious with those coming out of the west as that next storm moves in that's going to give us more snowfall. So Vail by the hour, those higher temperatures between 3 and 4 in the afternoon, so things are going to heat up just a little bit. I-70 corridor right now looks very good. Partly cloudy in Denver, 49 degrees, 31 in Vail, 30 in Avon, and 30 in Eagle, with some snow going to begin falling here soon. So this evening, going to see some more snow showers, low 20 degrees. And then as we look at this 5-day, again, great story coming up, some additional snowfall taking place tomorrow. And then the clouds are going to hang around. Don't know if there's going to be any more snow, but we're going to have 2 days of more snow, more coverage on the mountains.
And clouds.
And clouds.
And clouds.
Yeah,
the story continues
Keeps
about
that
the cloud
normal
coverage.
weather down, so it's nice and balmy in the 30s.
You know, it's a nice little blanket, a nice little cocoon to wrap us in as we get out there and continue to shred up those slopes.
Yeah, a lot happening on the mountain and also in the community from what we found out today from some of our guests.
Canvas and curry. I think that sounds like such an incredible immersive art experience, and that's Friday in Gypsum. And it's a really great event. So you can Google it and find out all the details, but it's $25 for a ticket, and we love having immersive interaction here on Good Morning Vail. So we will see you next time. Thanks for joining.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail.